Welcome back, dear viewers, and this evening we're joined by Dr. Basel Alothman, a cybersecurity professor at KCST, information security expert and cybersecurity researcher here in our beautiful state of Kuwait. Good evening to you, Doctor. It's such a pleasure to have you.
Good evening. I'm happy to be here with you to talk about the cybersecurity.
Really, we are more happy to know more about the cybersecurity things that are happening here in Kuwait, and what are the most relevant cases that are happening related to cybersecurity?
Cybersecurity is hit every day to any type of organization, the people. It can hit child. They can hit any guys who have devices and username and password. And we have to understand how can we deal with this different type of cybersecurity attacks.
Oh, wow, that's really interesting. So, Doctor, we want to know the common targets that are usually targeted here in Kuwait. Is it banks? Is it financial sectors? What's the most common target?
The most common attacks is phishing attacks. How can they deal with it with different type of attacks? It's happened to any type of users. Phishing attacks, in a simple word, it's mean someone send you a message that try to act to be someone else. Using these terminologies, social engineering skills.
Okay.
Social engineering skills, they use the social skills to convince people. They try to be the bank. They try to be the original organizations like the policeman or the firefighters man or any type of real organizations people. They try to act as real people, and they would like to steal either the money. If they didn't get the money, they will steal the information. So each information is very valuable for them. Either maybe you think this is not important information, they might misuse it or they reuse it for others. So they will try to, they do it with information gathering. They gather much information about you before they call you. Then they will try to act as a real human organizations.
Yes, all right. And I'm sure, Doctor, us and our dear viewers recently have seen on social media these kinds of attacks that, as you mentioned, some guy pretending to be a police officer to take his credit card bank or something. And Doctor, you said at your KCST center you kind of tell the students what is going up with the updates and how you deal with them. What are the latest technologies that we are using here in Kuwait to fight these cyber attacks?
We do more than 60 attack scenarios within our lab. The students are able to create a different type of scenarios attack, and we allow them to prevent the organization with the blue team to deal with different type of attacks. The most common one, they create, let's say, phishing attacks, and they try to send it to one of other group members. Then they try to react as a real phishing attack. The other one try to reset the password, and how the blue team can deal with it with different type of configurations to stop it from the real attacks of reset password. And if, let's say, 5 times reset password, then the administrators or the SOC team, they try to react to block these IP addresses and take an action to prevent it from to continue the attack. And of course they have different type of procedures, asking questions. Are you the same guy to try to reset the password? If he said yes, he tried to help. If no, they would try to block the IP addresses who tried to attempting to reset the password, and help the users to secure their accounts. So we teach them to learn to understand how the hackers can hack and how they can prevent their organization from different type of attacks.
Wow, mashallah, Doctor. These things that you said to us and our dear viewers help us really gain trust while using the internet here in our beautiful state of Kuwait. Yeah. And we'd love to know more about cybersecurity and the laws and regulations that are happening here in Kuwait. What kind of laws are regulated here in Kuwait in our framework for our dear viewers that they can protect themselves?
Okay, of course, we have electronic crime law. Electronic crime law and the regulators in Kuwait, they clarify it very careful. So if someone, if they try to just enter to such organization or to the system, or they just enter it, there is a punishment. And if they try to steal information, there is an extra punishment. And if they leak it out, this is another punishment. So we have good regulations. It is needed to be enhancement, of course, to add different type of new attacks, different type of attacks, and international laws to be regulated with international laws, and to encourage internal policies to be more protected with the local laws. This is the missing gap in Kuwait, but again, it is good to they take this step more than 12 years almost or 12 to 14 years back to regulate these laws in Kuwait. It is adding value in Kuwait, but of course we have to be careful to not touch any type of information, stealing data, or entering to another organizations without permissions.
Yes. And Doctor, from your point of view, do you see these organizations here in our beautiful land of Kuwait maintaining a digital infrastructure in compliance with these legal laws so they can protect the data of their clients, for example?
We have international data classification law, which is we have also the European one, which is they call GDPR, General Data Protection Laws. It should be satisfied to protect the information or the people internationally. So they allow or they encourage or forcing all the organizations like companies, either supermarkets or any people who deal with data. Yes. Or personal data. So the personal data is protected with international laws, like for example, if you add your information in such supermarket or a shop or something, how can they deal with your personal data? They store it, they save it, they allow you to edit, delete, modify, change, add any of your personal data. If you would like to change your address, it's easily you can get to the website and change it or edit it or delete it, and they have to they have to do what you request. Okay. Or dealing with your request. So this is by the GDPR law. They have to deal with it with the data classification law. In Kuwait, we find such laws related to data classification, but still we have to enhance it to match the international laws, to encourage and to force it to all other certain organization to deal with the different type of data or personal data.
All right, Dr. Basel, Alothman, mashallah, we are really getting beautiful insights from you about cybersecurity and how really organizations can maintain a very beautiful measure in their company to maintain the data, as you said, of their personal clients and personal information. So, Dr. Basel, from your point of view, what should organizations these days take more measures in cybersecurity and adopt to their company?
Something they call GRC, the governance, regulations, and of course the compliance. This is the most important things to regulate their organization, like the password changes policies, like the bring your own device policies, like we have something called mobile use policies as well within the bring your own device policies. Computer use policies, the use PCs use policies, application policies. These policies should be clarified before you launch the application or you launch the services and the online services to your customers. And it is regulations. You have to regulate it within your organization, and you have to set the policies, and you have to comply with local laws and international laws. If let's say we request to change the password every 6 months or every 3 months, so you need to do it within the network security configuration or the firewalls or the users configurations to encourage all the users to change their password every 3 months. They are not allowed to use the system till they change the password. If you request them and you keep it in the papers that you would like to change the password, you have to change the password every 6 months, but you are not comply with these policies till you apply it within the organization. So this one is needed within the IT security auditing as well.
All right, and Dr. Basel, you mentioned something about the GRC or the governance regulations, and some of our dear viewers don't know more about governance, but governance actually is following the rules of the central bank and the Central Markets Authority and in compliance with governance framework regulations, which builds more trust for the organization and transparency with their clients. Yes, and this trust and the company or an organization says that they are following the GRC makes it more attractive for investors, yes?
Yeah. Governance was within the current name, which is the government governing the laws. So they regulate the laws to the people, to the organization. After they regulate it, so we have to comply with the governing. So the compliance is meaning we have to do the right law within the organization. We have to follow the laws to protect ourselves to protect the organization, to protect our people from different type of crime. So how to comply with it?
Yes.
To follow the regulation. If they request, let's say, you have to allow the people to clarify. They have to empower the people to change, edit, delete, or modify any of their personal data within your organization. So are we as an organization comply with this law or not? So to do it, we have to clarify it. So what if Kuwait enforce, let's say, the local collecting personal data laws?
Yes.
That means we have to change all our website to allow cookies policies.
Okay.
If you check any European website, they have to allow or decline any personal data policies like cookies policies.
Yes.
So they try to collect such data like your IP addresses, your address, where you goes after you left their website, and how you enter to this website. They try to collect it for marketing purposes or to reuse it for later or future work. So what if the local laws do it? So are we comply with this law or not?
Yes.
So how can we do it? How we can do it? How we can enhance or improve our website with the local cookies laws?
Inshallah, mashallah, Dr. Basel, really beautiful insights from you, and we shall explore more. But dear viewers, after this short report, so stay tuned and we shall be back. Welcome back, dear viewers, and this evening we're still joined by Dr. Basel Alothman, a cybersecurity professor at KCST, information security expert, and cyber researcher in security. Good evening to you, Doctor. Such a pleasure to be talking to you.
Good evening. It's a pleasure to be here.
Dr. Basel, we want to know more about the government's role in playing a critical role in enhancing the cybersecurity networks around Kuwait and building resilience.
Okay, so let's assume that we are such an organization, and what if the virus happens to some such places? How the people can react with this fire? If they didn't react it well, so it will be a disaster for everyone. We have something called fire drill. They have something called fire drill. Fire drill is a real fire simulation to enhance the understanding of the fire it is happened and how they can react with the fire if it's happened. So they will count how many minutes they left the buildings and they count how to deal with such fire, and who's the people who doesn't care about this fire alarm and to react with the fire. We have the same thing with the cybersecurity simulations. We have something called cyber drill. We simulate a real cyber attack within such organization, and we try to enhance the reacting of the people. If someone click on a link, it might be disaster to the organization, and they install a ransomware, and all the files can be encrypted, and they cannot open it anymore. So this disasters can be happen to any such organization. So reacting with a cyber drill is very important to deal with it in real life, to test how they can enhance their cybersecurity skills within their organization. They raise the awareness. They react as a real IT department to deal with such IT cybersecurity attacks when it's happened to such organization, and we can measure and check the scores and the weight of the organization to enhance it within the cybersecurity level.
All right, Dr. Basel, and when such an incident happens to an organization, especially if it was government, for example, and you measure the incident based on which management level, and how do you coordinate the defense against it?
Okay, so we have something called cybersecurity defender teams, which are within the SOC team, and also we have something called CSIRT, which is Cybersecurity Incident Response team. CSIRT, they deal with different type of incidents. They have different steps. They deal with the plan, processes, and procedures, like the emergency within the hospital. So when the emergency, if the patient goes to the hospitals, they go to the diagnosing room to check their health. Maybe the GP or the general practitioners, they ask him to further analysis, maybe blood test, urine test, or different type of test. Then they might request further investigation with experts or a consultancy. Yes. We are doing the same thing with the cybersecurity. If let's say the patient or the users or the computer devices has been affected with different type of attacks, we have to send it to the diagnosing room or devices to investigate and analyze this device. Maybe we move it to isolation room. We call it sandboxing, to understand how the behavior of the viruses or the ransomware goes to them within the network. Maybe we send it to the level 2, which is we call it deep investigation or digital forensics investigation, or we might request further analysis about the investigation of the device. Yes. And we understand how the hackers can behave within the sandboxing environment before it's hit to the organization. They do it within the cyber defenders teams. So this is with incident response to deal with like the emergency response team. They call it CERT, Computer Emergency Responding Teams.
All right, mashallah. It sounds really interesting as somebody using the internet. This sounds so interesting for me, and I'm sure our dear viewers watching here would love to have a chance maybe to join the workforce of the defenders team, as you said. So I want to ask you, Dr. Basel, how can somebody get certified professionally enough here in our beautiful state of Kuwait to join such a defense team, or what kind of certifications do they need?
Yeah, of course, academically, if they would like to work on computer emergency response team or any type of jobs related to cybersecurity, they have to be computer engineering, or they have computer science, or cybersecurity, bachelor in cybersecurity, or any related to computer related engineering field. This is they would like to work as a real job. Plus, they have to enhance their skills within different type of training. The most common one related to incident response, one certificate they call it Certified Incident Handler from EC Council. This is professionally one of the top certificates related to incident handling and to deal with different type of attacks. Cybersecurity, bachelor degree in cybersecurity, bachelor degree in computer engineering, computer science is the most academic way, and of course the civil commissions, they rely on academic part to get the job or the better job, and of course if you would like to enhance it within your daily work, you have to go to the professional's certificate to improve your skills, your skills within the cybersecurity attacks.
All right, mashallah, that's a really interesting subject, I'm sure, for our dear viewers seeking a professional career in cybersecurity. Dear viewers, if you're watching us, you have to go to this cybersecurity opportunity, as I think, Doctor, this is the emerging study nowadays, or a job as a cybersecurity professional, right?
Of course, yes. And last week, or before 2 weeks almost, they announced the new cadres of cybersecurity in Kuwait. So for all the Kuwaitis who work with the cybersecurity field, it is a beautiful cadre related to cybersecurity.
All right, and as you know, Dr. Basel, now we live in the age of artificial intelligence and cloud computing. How do you see the state of Kuwait adapting to these changes and the rapid development of it? Are we maintaining pace, or are we upscaling it? Or what's going on, really?
I think Kuwait is, with the KATE, the central agencies of IT in Kuwait, they signed 2 attractive contracts related with the Google and Microsoft, the big companies, to establish their cloud plants here in Kuwait, and which is mainly based in Kuwait, and this is to enhance the cloud storage in Kuwait. Related to AI, yes, we can see it is the future, and we have to see it within all the organization and all the governmental transactions needed with using AI. Of course, the old-fashioned transaction or governmental transaction should be not anymore in Kuwait, like the typings of people someone you pay them to type instead of you. They have to just connect it with other departments, and they collect this data. So this one is needed to be in Kuwait using AI, to be writing instead of you, or instead of other people who needs to be writing such paragraph or such papers to official organization. Using AI is a must, but we have to understand how can we use AI within our daily work.
Dr. Basel, it's really a pleasure to be talking to you, and we'd love to hear from you. A last message to our dear viewers today.
Okay, so while we are using AI, of course, we have to understand how can we protect ourselves from AI. We have something called large language models, poisoning. The hackers can hack the AI by poisoning the attacks. So we have to understand to protect ourselves from AI as well, to understand how can we use AI.
Thank you so much, Dr. Basel Alothman, for your lovely messages to us and your insights also for our dear viewers.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for the interview and the professionality to interview me.
Thank you so much, Dr. Basel, and the pleasure is ours, really. So, dear viewers, let's all thank the coming of Dr. Basel Alothman, a cybersecurity professor at KCST, information security expert and cybersecurity researcher here in our beautiful state of Kuwait. Therefore, dear viewers, we shall take a look at this report, and we shall be right back. Stay tuned.